All right.
Alright, welcome back, Corey. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot more confident now. I did go home and I was practicing on the last session
Yep.
and I got it. There were a few things that I had to sort of just go slowly again to do it, but yeah, your lesson was really good, so thank you so much.
And
So
was the guide helpful when you got stuck?
yes, it was. So yeah, so I do appreciate that. It was very good, and that's why yeah, I've come back for more lessons as well with you. So
As long as you feel comfortable,
yes, I do.
because that's the main thing. So going from what we learnt last lesson, do you remember what we did first when we came into the lesson? Besides the, what do you do for fun?
Ergonomics.
Yes.
So I was even practicing that at home.
Good job.
So
Are you feeling like everything's
yes, I've got it all set up.
Yep.
I got myself like at home one of the little footstool things because my feet weren't touching the ground, so I looked it up to see what I could do. So.
Yeah, and are you finding that helps your feet like
Yes,
feel a lot more comfortable?
and the way that I'm sitting as well, because I noticed when I was trying to keep my feet on the ground, I was hunching a bit.
I find that with myself. Sometimes I have to correct my posture. And so you were creating your folders and your subfolders. What kind of names did you give them out of curiosity?
Oh, they were just stupid names that I was practicing, and I did do Corey's Wonderland as one of them.
Yeah.
Because the picture looked good.
Yeah.
And Corey's Pets, and Corey's Trip to Paris.
Ah, have you been to Paris, or you're wanting to
I'm
go?
wanting to go to Paris, so I'm keeping all the catalogues that I can look at to see where I want to go.
Awesome. All right. So for today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to edit and save applications. So when you're basically doing your work, we're going to be learning how to save it so you don't lose it. Because there's nothing worse if you've done all this work and then you didn't save it and then it's just disappeared. You'd have to start all the way from the beginning again. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Again, I've created another guide for you. So if you just want to open that up.
Yep, I'll just log in first. I won't
Oh,
be a moment.
yes. Yep, you can do that first.
I've got an expert assist now, so here.
Did you manage to change your password?
Yes, I did.
Something a little bit easier to remember.
Sort of. I just changed one letter.
Oh, that's fine, whatever works.
But I was too nervous to do too much change on it because my anxiety just does that to me. So as I build up confidence, I'll be able to change it a bit more.
To be honest, when I update my password, I'm not going to lie, that gives me a bit of anxiety trying to find a password. That one is easy to remember. And also because I know a lot of people I know, what they do, they take a picture of their password, which then I feel like kind of defaults the purpose of having it as a secret password. And the reason they do that when I ask them is because they say it's just too hard to remember. So I'm like, you've got to think of something, whether it's a childhood sport or a funny name and you know what I mean? Like, so it is hard for everybody.
Let's see, it did cross my mind to write it down and stick it on the back of my laptop, but I won't do that now.
Jeff, only because if someone steals your laptop, they've got the password there.
Yes, I didn't think about that.
But it is tempting. Like I said, there's lots of people that do it, but I would highly recommend not to do that. So today's lesson, we're going to get familiar with all the different applications that you can use or that you will be using also with your new role. Okay, so when your manager or team leader asks you to open an application, you'll know how to use that application. So let's just turn the page. We're going to go to this page here.
Okay.
So what are the benefits of using the correct applications?
am I just reading it, or are you going to tell me, or?
Don't
Okay.
even. Do you have any idea without even looking at that?
Well, in reading it, like, Word would be something that I write down with.
Yeah.
Excel, I'm not too sure, so I haven't really got into that yet. So, yeah. Okay, ensures smoother workflow. Yeah, ensures ability with file being edited. Ensures formatting and design are maintained. See that I'm a little bit lost with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's.
So if you're using, what we're trying to say, if you use the right application, it'll save you time with your work. So Excel is more about formulas, and you can do certain formulas if you want to know the amounts of things and stuff like that, where you would use Microsoft Word if you're writing up a document, and then you would save that. Where if you tried to do that in Excel, it's not going to be the same. So you're potentially wasting a lot of time. So we're just going to be learning how to use the right applications for the right purposes. Okay? Any questions?
No, I think when I start, then I'll ask questions of all that.
I've also written you a little list here of the benefits of using your application as well. So working efficiently, improved security if you're using the right applications, helps learning, and less stress for you. So I'll give you this that you can take home. Because you will have you are aware of the assessment at the end of all the training. So all of these little things and those quizzes and everything,
Yeah.
you can use them to help you be more prepared.
Okay then.
Okay?
Okay then. Okay, I'll take that home.
Alright. So what did we learn about the importance of file management with creating folders?
It's easier to find things, so you're not lost, so it's not all over the place, and it keeps things in like one spot. It like helps you organise better with things. So
Because you can use the folders for many different things. You could use it for family photos. Maybe when you go on your Paris holiday. I don't know if you're going with family or friends, but you can keep all the photos and everything in that one folder. Or even if you're doing an itinerary for Paris, you might create another folder within your folder of the places that you want to stop at or where you will be stopping at. So it just keeps it all in one spot, easy to find, so that way you're not trying to look everywhere for the information.
well, it is my dream. So when I'm over the social anxiety, if I get better at something that I want to do. So at the moment I'm a bit scared, so that's why I can understand that is important.
Yeah. You just take one step at a time. Like I said, you're doing really well with all of this. Alright, let's just turn that page. Now I can see you've already signed in, so good job, thank you. We touched on this a little bit in our last lesson on opening up applications. So I thought what we'll do, we'll go over that again as a little refresher. I know you've been practicing at home.
This is one thing I didn't practice that much. So
Okay, well there you go. Well, we can practice this now. If you want to follow those instructions, or just let me know if you'd like me to show you first.
can you show me first, and then I'll just do it again because.
So we'll open up the Word document.
Because now I feel bad that I didn't do this at
No,
home.
you've got plenty of time, it's alright. And this is why we do the refresher, like we go over a little bit what we've already learned. So click on here. And if it's not in here, if it's not in the column, you've got that little search bar here, and you can just type in the word Word. And there it is. And just click on it, and it's opened up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close it so that you can do that on your own, okay?
Can you just show me one more time?
Of course. So we go to the windows here, click. If it's not showing up in here, you can search here. If it is showing in this box, you just double click on it and it will open. Otherwise, you can type it in, the word, whatever the document is. Enter, there it is, double click to open. Okay, I'll just close it. Thanks. And there.
Now, if you wanted to see if I got it right.
Yeah, so there you go, you've opened it.
Okay, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
What did you do then? With it? Sorry, we just love. She created a Word document and it's got some funny pictures in there.
See, I was a normal person once. Okay, I'll do it again.
Yes, please.
I've opened up Excel. And shall I just try one more time?
Yeah, do you want to try to maybe open up the calculator and the notepad?
Yep, okay then. I'll go to that search. Okay, there it is. Click. Okay, so that's open. Now I've got all those. Is it bad to have too many applications open or is it okay?
It can be. It can make our computer run slower. So you probably don't want to have too many applications opened at once, because if your computer freezes, you could potentially lose all that work that you've just created.
Okay then. I'll just give it a go. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay then. Thank you.
You said you didn't practice that, but you picked it up very quickly. So
I'll go home and practice on that one.
I feel like you did very well. So everything we're learning in these lessons, Corey, at the end, once we've done all our lessons, this is what you'll get assessed on. So as long as you've got your guides and your notes, as long as you go over that stuff, you should be fine. Because you've got all the answers right there.
And what happens if I fail?
If you fail, we don't like to use the word fail, to be fair, there's no such thing as fail. You'll get another chance to do it. And we'll give you feedback on certain areas that you might need to practice a little bit more on. But I wouldn't use the word fail. Don't put the word fail in your mouth. It'll just be...
Okay, because now the panic's come through as soon as you said that, so...
Yeah, you'll get a couple of chances to redo it and you'll get to know where. So that way you can study those areas of where you went, where you didn't quite get to where you need to get to. Okay. Now we're going to open a document in the Word document. So we're going to open one of our saved files. So the other day we opened up Corey's Wonderland. Do you remember how to do that?
Can you just show me again?
Yep.
So I can remember?
Yep. Oh, so we've got to go back to the windows to open because you've closed everything down. Yep. And then if we follow those instructions, so click on File on the menu bar to display options. Click Open. So that's step 2. Click Open from the list of options. Yep. And there you can see it there.
Okay.
Corey's Wonderland. Can you see that here?
Yeah. Yep.
Now we're going to open that.
Okay. Okay. I'll
So-
let that go.
I'll close
Close
it.
it down. Yes.
Yep. Close. No, we don't need to save it because we haven't done anything. Alright, there you go.
Okay. Okay. I opened it. I might have taken a bit longer than you, but
It's not a race. It's not a race. That's why it's better to take your time than to rush and make a mistake. Not that mistakes are bad. We all make mistakes, right? I make mistakes even now, but it's just about taking our time. It's not a race. You're not competing against anybody else, okay? So just remember that you're not competing. Let's try to open a couple of others that you could see in there.
okay. I might just close this one.
Yep.
Just so I can practice closing, so I don't keep everything open.
Yep.
Okay then. Okay, and what's the next one I should open?
Was it Corey's Pets?
Okay.
I also, Corey, added another one in there because I'm pretty sure our last session you said Spain.
Yes.
So there's Corey's trip to Spain in there as well.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those mental blanks, but I'll work this out.
Do you need a second? Do you need a stretch?
No, I'll just keep going for just a little while.
Yeah.
Just let me have a deep breaths. Okay, so I've got that one. Okay, and then I'll open Spain, Corey's Spain. Damn it, I'm trying to stay in character today.
Oh.
Spain. Okay, there it is. Okay, good job. I found it.
Alright, so let's turn the page. Now we're going to learn on your Corey's trip to Spain. I hope you love those pictures. I just googled touristy destinations in Spain.
Oh, they look really good.
Now we're going to learn what the bar up the top of Microsoft Word can do. We're not going to learn everything in that bar, but just the basic ones that you might use on a daily basis, okay? So if you look at your little guide, you've got the picture here. If you were to click on the letter B, it will make your letters bold. So for example, just press B for me. Click on the B, yep. And then I just want you to type something. You can type anything. And now take the B off. So really click on the B and type.
Okay.
So can you see the difference?
Yeah.
So one's a lot darker and the other one isn't. So if you needed something, I guess, to stand out. So if you're doing a report, for example, and you want your heading to stand out in your report, or your trip, for example, you might say trip to Spain, you might have that in bold writing. That's how you would do it. Now, italics. Have you used italics before?
Not really, no.
So if you want to make something italic, you can either press it and then start typing.
Why would you use italic?
Again, it's if you want something to stand out, if it's something important that you want to be known, like to stand out as, or even you could even do it in bold as well. It's just another way to make something stand out in your document. Anyways, but that's what you would do. So either you can do what you just did before with clicking on the letter B, but this time you would click on the I for italics, or you can actually highlight a word. So, and the way you would do that is you would click and drag, and then you can then click on the italic, and now it's changed it. So do you want to have a practice?
Yep. So just click and drag.
Yep.
Okay.
On the word that you want. Or like I said, you can do what you did with the letter B. click on it, start typing whatever word you want to type, and then when you're finished typing, you would just unclick the italics.
Okay, I might just try that first.
Yeah.
Just so I can give that one a go.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that one. And I'll just do the click and drag.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice actually. I quite like the look of that.
And then next to your I for italic, you've got the underline button.
Okay,
So if you want something underlined, again, you can do the click, the drag, and then click on the underline, and it will underline whatever you've highlighted. Or you can click on the underline, start typing, and it will underline as you're typing.
okay. So like, okay, I'll just click on the underline.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
There, I just found it. Okay. Okay then. Okay. And then I'll just do the click and drag.
Yeah, so you can see
Okay.
how they both work.
Okay then.
Alright, to get more practice, I want you just to write up any document you want. Write anything. It can be absolutely anything. It can be about the park, the shops, what you ate today, anything you want. And then I just want you to incorporate the letters B, I, and U within your document. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll let you do it so you don't feel like you're being watched.
Yeah, that's one thing I get nervous about.
Yeah. I get nervous with that too.
Just do it slowly. I'm going to do it slowly just first, just so.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Should I just have a quick stretch?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, do you want to stretch?
Yes, I'll just
Yeah.
have a quick little walk, just to
Yep.
have a break for.
It is a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, I've had a stretch. I feel better now. I was just feeling a bit
Yeah.
overstimulated there.
So how are you feeling with those, the bold, the italic and the underline?
Yeah, I can see how it can be used
Yeah.
to make things a little bit more important and.
Yeah, or to stand out. Also, what we're going to look at is how you can center or move what you've created. So, they're the paragraph, sorry.
Okay.
So, your stomach. If you want to recenter whatever you're working on, so if you want it to be more to the left, or you want it to be centered in the middle, or you want it to be right aligned, you can simply press one of these symbols. So
Okay.
what you can do, you can highlight it if you like, and then see what the difference, how it changes your document. So maybe click on one of the pictures, for example. You just simply click on it, and then click on the left align. Yep, in that paragraph.
Okay, yeah.
So see how it's moved it
Moved it a bit.
a bit more to the left, and then click on it again, and this time do centered, so the middle one,
Centered.
and then you can try it and how it moves around.
Click highlight. And click. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, that looks great. Yeah.
So maybe just have a little play, and because there's a few pictures on there that
Then I like it. Yeah.
and just maybe move them in all different directions using that paragraph tools.
I like that picture. That's a good one.
I'd love to go to Spain one day too.
Yeah. I love paella. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I'm terrible at pronouncing words.
Okay, I'll do the last one. Okay, okay.
And there's another feature I want to show you. If you want the letters to not be in black, so they're generally in black when you're writing, you can actually change. So if you turn your page, you can see here, if you click on that A and it's got the little colour on it, you can change it to red and it will turn out like this. In
Okay
red.
then.
So maybe click on and change it to whatever colour you want it to be. It doesn't have to be red. It can be your
So
favourite
I
colour.
highlight the word.
Or you can type, like change the colour and then type the word. You can do either.
Okay, so I'll just do that one and I'll type the word. Okay. Okay.
Perfect. I think once you've learnt the other ones, it's easier to use, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I just noticed that it's got a drop down for other colours as well.
Correct.
So,
So you can choose multiple different colours, whatever you
so
wish.
it doesn't have to be red.
Yep.
Okay.
And let's turn the page. Now we're going to learn how to edit a document in Microsoft Word. I do have something saved in there that I have pre-saved for you to have a practice of editing. But you will see in there, you can do a spelling and grammar check, but it will actually highlight or underline words where there's an error. So red indicates a spelling error, and then blue indicates a grammar error. Now I'm not sure how good you are with spelling and grammar. I know I'm not the best, so this comes in as an absolute lifesaver for me.
And how does the spelling come in? Because you know how English grammar is different to America. Does it matter?
Well, that is the tricky part, because often, it'll change the spelling and you know that spelling is correct. You can just ignore it,
Okay.
because sometimes it will give us the American version rather than the Australian version. So very good question. That does happen. So you can choose to ignore that one, because it's like the word mum, for example. They spell it M-O-M, we spell it M-U-M.
Yeah.
So you
That's
can ignore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do have one. If you open up the document, trial and error, it's called.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Found it. Yep.
And you will see all of the little underlined ones. Just all you do is you just click on it. So right click on it, and it will give you a list of preferred spelling.
Oh, okay then.
And then you can just click on the one that's correct.
Okay then.
So sometimes it might give you 4 or 5 to choose from, because if you've spelt a word super incorrectly, it's not quite sure what you're trying to get to. So it will give you often a few examples of what you're possibly trying to type. Okay, so yeah, just have a play around and see if you can.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Yeah.
And then also, if you look up in the top hand corner over here, you've got a spelling and grammar check. You can also do that,
Okay then.
where you would just simply, and that's not in my little guide, but I feel like you're doing really well. I do have a page here with little extra tips and tricks.
Oh, that'll be good.
Um,
Yeah.
I've got one here that will give you keyboard shortcuts as well, which is Control C will be copy. But that's just if you want to learn that. Okay?
Yeah.
They're just little extras.
Okay. They'll probably be further down the track.
Yeah.
So.
And then you'd click on here and you've got it.
Okay then.
And let's turn the page. Now we've got to learn how to save that document
Okay then.
that you've just created. So you can see the instructions here. So you have a save, or you have a save as. So that document you've just corrected the spelling on, you would just you would click on the file and you would go save, because it's already saved, but you're just updating the document with what you've just done in there, okay? And that would be save. You would use save as if you've created a whole new document from the beginning, so it's a blank document. You've done your work, you need to save it with a heading. So that way it might be Corey's report, and you would go save as, and you would type in Corey's report. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's have a practice of, let's save this trial and error one. So yeah, click on save and save.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And let's open if you click on file and just go new, that will give you that complete blank.
Okay. Yeah.
And just type anything. You don't even have to make sense. Just go jibble, 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 jibble.
Okay.
And then when you go to file,
Yeah.
you go save as,
Okay. Yeah.
and then you're going to give it a name. What are you going to call it? Dribble, dribble?
I'll just put in Corey's work just to do it. Okay then. Okay.
And now, if you wanted to open up Corey's work, you would just simply go, what you were doing earlier is file open, and there it is.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Did you want to have a little practice?
Yeah, I'll have a little practice. Just go up there, click. Save as. Bailey. Okay then. Okay, thank you. That was good.
And then the last part, we just got a little quiz.
Okay then. Yep, okay then.
And you've just got your pen there. And how are you feeling? Feeling you're getting more confident?
Yeah, I do think this is really useful.
It's probably helpful you've got a computer at home you can practice on as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's my quiz.
Until the next session. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Corey.